So yeah, so like we were talking, I mean, see, even with Hindus, if they are actually read the Bhagavad Gita properly,
Mm-mm.
then
Means
also
the Prabhupada, he explained the Bhagavad Gita 50 years ago, but Bhagavad Gita has been explained thousands
by
of times.
so many people,
So
yeah.
many. So Hindu people must be reading that, like from the
Yes.
Gita Press, or my
Yeah.
mom's still reading from Gita Press, Gorakhpur Gita Press,
Yes.
and then she actually that's in Braj Bhasha. That's in Brajvasi Bhasha. And so she's singing there. And I give it that to Prabhupada one. I said, Mom, you have to read this one. And she looked at it one glance. And I said, no, it's okay, Mom. Whatever you read, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. Because she is a devotee for 80 years. And how can I say
Yeah.
that, not to
Yeah.
read this and read that? And she
Yeah.
said, you're telling me? I said, no, 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 it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. So she's singing in Brajvasi Bhasha, the Gita.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very nice. So I
Yeah.
said, that's fine. You whichever. I mean, there's so many people that did that translation in there for Gita,
Yes.
but again, that everyone translate that they may have got like not as it is. Like when the
Yes.
Prabhupada, he did not do even an inch deviated.
Yes.
So
Yes.
other ones, they whatever they can understand Sanskrit, then they translate.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could be not exactly, but
Yeah, and there are also many versions of the Bhagavad
yeah,
Gita which are very
yes,
Mayavadi prone,
yeah,
So
yeah. Mhm.
so it is yeah, it is dangerous to get the wrong
Mm.
Bhagavad Gita
Yeah,
also.
that's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
However, in your mother's case, it's quite different because you always
Well,
said that
or that
she's been a
Brajvashi
bhakta
Bhasha,
only.
it's in her nerves. I can't
Yeah.
change that in the blood because
Yeah.
she's reading that since she was in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So when my nan never been to school, you know that, and she
Yeah.
read Bhagavad Gita. So since that she reading, I can't change her. That's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
like she'll go to Bhagavad Gita. That's fine because in the 80, 90 years she's doing the devotion service and she got a deity and all that. And in the
yeah.
morning she fight with the Krishna. She offered the Krishna. She
Yeah.
complained to Krishna. She took in the shopping with the Krishna. She just
Yeah.
like everything. Like how can we? It's so pure, so
Yeah.
nice. Anyway,
Yeah.
you go ahead.
So, so the reason I was saying, I mean, why I brought it up was Prabhupada mentions about modern leaders. Modern leaders. He says that they can't even see what's 5 minutes ahead of them, but they are the ones who are leading people.
Mm.
So what kind of leadership will the people get when so it's like blind
Right.
leading the
Yeah,
blind.
blind leads to blind.
Totally.
Yes.
So everybody's going to follow the ditch. So, but for a devotee who's very, it comes back to very well connected with Krishna, very sincerely serving Krishna. He is protected by Krishna. He is maintained by Krishna. He is provided for by Krishna. Okay. So Krishna himself is saying that, he's the one who um, he protects or he sustains what you already have, and he'll provide you with what you need also. Correct? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham.
Mm. Mhm.
It's mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, right? So he is saying that, but we have to do our duty. We have to do our duty of serving him very sincerely, and but we can do that only if we have faith also. So for that we have to study the scriptures. We have to hear from um, people who we really trust, isn't it? I mean, we won't go and just hear somebody. Like even now, like if we go and okay, like as a society, that's why Prabhupada created a society where people can trust each other.
Mm.
Okay, isn't it?
Yes.
So that then people, we are all like-minded people, we can come together and we can associate with each other and we can learn and teach each other. That is the whole purpose of the society.
Mm.
I mean, there are, of course, where what's the saying, where there's people there'll be politics. So ISKCON is not
Free from that.
safe
Mm.
safe from that angle as well. But But we take the good out of everything and we try and leave out the bad. So in terms of um, us understanding what's coming up for the future, we have to actually read Prabhupada's books very, very carefully,
Mm.
because you'll be very surprised, when I used to read in the purports Prabhupada saying about how we are actually ruled by demons, you know, I couldn't understand that.
Mm.
And I used to think, well, demons were like Hiranyakashipu or like Ravana, and how is that possible? We don't
Mm.
have demons around us. But when you think about what governments have been involved in, when I say governments, ultimately it's people who have got positions and they're doing whatever they're doing. They're putting their policies, making them come alive by
Mm.
doing things to people, you know. And then when you read about all that, then you realize, I mean, take a look at North Korea,
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
isn't it? Take a look at China.
Mm.
Take a look at even Russia or even other countries or what they have been through, right? And you can see how much, I mean, take Hitler.
Mm. And it's gonna be worse as the years
Yes,
come. It's gonna be worse.
that's right. I mean, and
Tell you.
as we have already read in the Bhagavatam, as the Kali Yuga progresses, it's
Yeah.
going to be worse and worse and worse, right?
That's right.
But it's also mentioned that there is going to be a mini golden yuga,
Mm.
which is coming up. Okay.
Mm.
However, before that mini golden yuga comes, things are going to get very worse. And
Yeah.
that period has actually come up now.
Okay.
And we can see this happening when you read news reports, when you read, if you're very carefully, cautiously, you're reading it, you don't trust everything, but you read everything and try and assimilate it back with what Prabhupada had said in certain places in his purport. I mean, he was a seer.
Mm.
He was Sri Kalagnya.
Yeah.
Prabhupada was Sri Kalagnya. He could see what's in the future. Why do you think he was pushing? I mean, he didn't have enough time, but he was actually pushing for Varnashrama or farm communities. The only reason being that the devotees would be saved from all this, um, one,
Disaster happened.
the collapse of the civilization, the so-called modern civilization, but the devotees will still have their own food, and the devotees will actually, he wanted devotees to make their own clothes as well. We
Mm.
haven't got there. Okay, so he wanted that devotees are self-sufficient, so that when the modern civilization collapses, they are still safe and they can continue their chanting. What actually happens when you think about it from India perspective itself? Think about it. We see beggars there, right? We see poor people there.
Yeah.
What's Are they going to be sitting and thinking about chanting?
No.
They are thinking about, where's my next meal going to come from?
True.
If Where am I going to sleep tonight, because they
Yeah.
don't have a house?
Yeah.
Or my clothes are torn, can I get some clothes from somewhere?
Mm.
Mm.
So they are not actually thinking about God.
Mm.
So before, like, devotees can, some of the devotees will be like, oh, just chant Hare Krishna and you're fine. Actually, yes, chant Hare Krishna, you're fine. But before you can chant Hare Krishna,
The
some
basic.
basics, the basics are required, in this material world.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're one with so much faith that, you know, you will be protected in any way, and Krishna will provide for you and you will be okay. But that's not really going to happen if a child is really born in a very poor family. So even in the Bhagavad Gita it says, right? So it's like, um I mean, somebody who's had past Krishna consciousness, they take birth either in a Brahmana family or a aristocratic family, in a family of devotees or in an aristocratic family. I mean, in those cases, if you have that connection coming from your family, even though you may be poor, you might still have that connection with Krishna. But somebody who's had really bad karma, because of which they've come in a family where they're just stricken with poverty, and they also don't have Krishna in their lives, they are not going to sit and think about chanting Hare Krishna, you know. So, so Prabhupada's whole idea had been how to protect the people who had surrendered to him. And for that, what was his whole idea? Okay, you give them the basic principles of Krishna consciousness to begin with, but his ultimate aim was that somehow or the other, the devotees have to create the varnashrama system. Okay, varnashrama means what? There is 4 varna and 4 ashrama, correct? What are the 4 varnas?
The brahmacharya, grasta,
That's the ashrama.
ashrama.
Yeah.
4 varna is like a brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, shudra.
Correct. And the 4 ashramas,
Brahmachari,
brahmachari, grihastha,
grasta, vanaprastha, sannyas.
sannyasi.
I'm on the
Correct?
4th one. Yeah,
Okay.
because you can see that I don't have any wife, child, no. So I'm just not even a vanaprastha, just a sannyas.
Okay, very good.
Abhay Prabhu in vanaprastha, Gita, Deepa is in
But
vanaprastha.
having said that, I must say, Prabhupada says in one place where even as a grihastha, okay, so a grihastha who has actually given up their lives only to serve Krishna, and everything they're doing is for service of Krishna, and they are not having sex or anything. So they are also, actually, he called many of his disciples who were married and doing, like even Yamuna and all these people who he sent off to different places to start preaching centers and start preaching. He would say that they were sannyasis.
Okay.
Okay, so it was not that, you can be a sannyasi even in grahastha life. It depends what your mindset is, isn't it? Ultimately, your external ashrama might be that you're like a brahmachari.
Yeah, so whoever controls the senses, they become sannyasi.
Senses. That's right. Yeah.
Whether it's a grasta control the senses, then he becomes sannyasi.
That's
And
right.
even a sannyasi doesn't control the senses, he's not a sannyasi.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I just take my words back because I love eating. I cannot control my tongue. So I'm not a sannyasi. Well, that's today we have that
But then see, you are at least controlling your tongue by eating only prasadam.
but only prasadam, but like you have to be like a Bengali can't eat with the one dish. Punjabi can eat, but he always make that extra dish in there. What can we make today? What can we make today? This, and then he makes that his plate with the 3-4 dishes and the rice and curry and all that. Because all the Bengalis like that way. But I'm a Punjabi. We can eat with the one dal and roti. We fine, but he can't. So I said, look, Krishna says that alpahara in the Bhagavad Gita, but he said that Prabhupada says you have to fill till here.
Yeah.
So sometimes the guru can overlead the Krishna. So
see, fill this till here. Actually, that is for people you are attracting to Krishna consciousness. If we are always filled till here, I think that might lead to
there's a problem.
problems of the health only.
So this is the thing. So I just I said, I'm okay with the dal and roti, but he makes a lot of things there. I said, okay. So I said, no, alpahara, Prabhu. And bhakti, if you want bhakti in a progress, just control, less sleep, less eat. If you eat more, you sleep more.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is, see, to offer for Krishna, we have to make nice things
yeah,
and we
that's
have to
fine.
make many things.
But yeah, but once you got to be leave it some room in the stomach to get
No,
rotated
but
food.
no, see, you're talking about this Prabhu in Bhakti tree who's making
Yeah,
many
yeah,
things.
yeah.
But he's not asking you to eat it, right?
But once he make it, that how can I refuse to eat it? If you make the 4-5 dishes, I love to eat it. But if
You
you don't
love
make
to
it, I'm
eat
happy
it.
with the dal and roti.
Okay, you love to eat it.
Sure,
But what
sure.
I'm saying is, in the Bhakti tree, there are many people coming, right? There
Yes.
are many people coming in the Bhakti tree, so they can also eat. You can still stick to dal and roti and be
Yeah,
happy.
once I'll be come back from Panchkarma, I think I'll be more sannyastic.
Let's hope that, yeah. We all think like that. Oh, I'm now, my
Is
body
that
is so
is that
clean.
now,
I'm not
Abhay
going to put
Prabhu? Now
anything
you
in
come
it.
back
We were
from
like that
Panchkarma.
too.
Are you follow that whatever they provide, that what to eat, what not to eat, or
Yeah, yeah.
yeah? Okay,
Now,
good.
you mean now?
Yeah.
No.
No, why?
That's what I'm saying. There we were like, oh yeah, okay, we are not going to eat.
You didn't do the sankalpa?
Yeah, we did some sankalpa which we broke also.
Oh,
No, but we are still careful. I mean, we're not even now, like even previously, we were not really eating very, very heavy foods and things like that. See, now it has gone to even one further step where we don't buy too many things from outside. I mean, when I say we don't buy too many things, we're still buying rice, dal,
of
all
course,
that
yeah. Which
we
we can't
buy.
grow. Yeah.
Yeah, but hardly any
Vegetables.
uh like
Vegetable.
sometimes we might just buy some cheese or something. Or I think yesterday I was driving from Auckland, so it's like almost like it was like a 6-hour drive for me.
Mm.
And I had to stop off somewhere. So after my
Countryside.
appointment, no, after that appointment, I was so hungry, and my mother had packed me 2 sandwiches. Okay, now that usually we don't buy bread from outside, but I don't want to trouble my mother early in the morning and everything. So I just told her there's one bread you get here called Vogel's, which is like a good quality one, and so I had bought that, and she made me a couple of sandwiches. And I was so hungry. I ate the first sandwich, like I still have 5 hours for travel, okay? And I'm thinking, oh, I already ate one sandwich. I got only one sandwich left. And it had just a little bit of avocado and a few pieces of cucumber. So it was not very much. And I was thinking, and I'm nowadays very hungry. So I'm like, this is not going to last me. Anyway, I was driving and I saw the supermarket on the way. I thought, oh, I'd better go there and buy something.
Good, yeah.
So then I ended up buying a packet of chips. Then I bought some crackers. Of course, I looked at all the ingredients and everything, but even then. And then I bought cheese, and I bought this cheese almost after, I would say after a year. We have stopped buying cheese from outside, you know, just because, we've realized that as we are getting older, we can't digest these foods very well. So it is better to, better to avoid. So we just, if we want to eat cheese, we just, Prabhu makes paneer, and then we just put,
Good.
actually, yeah, I've been making this pizza with just paneer and veggies on it. Oh, it's so yummy. You don't need that other cheese. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, uh, we make things so that we can please Krishna, and so we can control the tongue. So if you take that sankalpa in Kerala, you know,
I think I'm gonna be start cooking my own meal at home, because
okay.
that restaurant meal has got a lot of oil and all. You should not be eating every day that food. The restaurant food will be cooking for the customers.
But then why is he putting so much oil? I mean,
Is
we were
you have to
was
put the oil, like just a vegetable oil. He put that. He can't cook it in ghee. It's so
They are just
expensive.
using vegetable oil.
Oh yeah, so I should not be eating that. When I come back, I say I'm gonna be cook my own meal at home. Like I cook either mustard oil or a ghee.
Yeah.
But
Even
in the
coconut
Bhakti
oil
tree,
is okay.
we can't afford that a ghee in Bhakti tree.
But
So
they're not using coconut oil. We used to cook in coconut oil there.
nah, only ghee, only that vegetable oil. So tins,
Okay.
and even temple as well. We got like a 10 tins there in Bhakti tree because the temple's order there. Temple as well, all vegetable oils. We talking about.
Oh,
So
Krishna, that's so terrible.
Mm.
Please don't tell me all these things from now on.
well, it's a truth, and whether I tell him or not tell him irrelevant, but it's the truth. Truth being told. Anyway, anyway, anyway. So I'm gonna be cook my own meal that because Chitrupa was cooking that when he came back. So I was there in April to Chopari, and he went there April to Panchkarma. So when in May he came and I came and we were in the temple. So he was having a little mini stove. He is cooking his own meal.
Mm.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. He said
so
that too.
yeah,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
cooking that. So well, I'm gonna be start cooking that too, because whatever bhakti tree meal is for commercial purpose. Once in a
Mm,
blue moon you can eat it, but every day if you eat it,
it's not
Mm.
gonna be good. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's for you.
Wow.
Because we cooking for the customers, and it's customer come in there, and then 90% customer they're not Krishna consciousness. They just come for a decent meal, and that's it.
But
They,
that's not the point, though. That's
Yeah.
missing the
See,
point
this is
totally.
going back to, Abhay Prabhu always used to
Yeah,
say the bhakti tree is not the
not the
business tree.
yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
yes, but now depend. High authority says to cook in that.
No, even in
If
the temple, they said, "Oh, but this is a business." I said, and I was shocked. Gail was with me, and we kind of looked at each other and so, how can the temple or there in Cessnock be a business?
Is that what they said?
I was shocked.
who said
I
that?
was I can't I don't know who that one the person.
Well,
I don't know the
so if
names
temple
of
is the
people.
business, then Bhakti tree is the
Yeah,
business.